G'day everyone, welcome back to GT Lab. Today we're going to be talking about a new drum machine on the market by Erica Synths called the Hex Drums. This is an analog digital hybrid drum machine. It's in collaboration with Hex Inverter. This is something to be seen and heard. An absolute killer machine. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's talk about this drum machine and what's going on in that pattern. So you have two bass drums here. These bass drums are based on 808 909s. And this machine section can be anything from toms to absolutely anything. Like, it is a very, very deep dual oscillator machine. This is a snare drum, clap, rim shot, hi-hats. This is all analog, this section. Then the last section here, you can add up to 10 samples that you can upload through USB, and you can basically put anything in there. At the moment, there's cymbals that are preloaded. And then in the master section here, you have a compressor and also a drive section, so you can really drive it home with some distortion. Each sequence can have up to 64 steps. You can see if I hit these buttons here, I'm actually moving through all the trigs. If you want to select a track, you just go track and then select, and it'll tell you there what track you're on. So if I go to the machine and let go, these are the trigs for that machine. If you want to change the length of the step, it's quite easy. All you have to do is hold last and dial in how many steps you want. So it goes right up to 64. So a few things were happening in that pattern that I was just playing. I added what's called odds and probability to different triggers. So what that is it's basically the chance of when something is being triggered or not. So for instance, if I hold that, you'll see that's getting triggered 100% of the time. I can choose odds and evens, probabilities and percentages there, like that. Other features on the sequencer include accent, ratcheting and micro timing. You can also choose what direction the sequence is going in. So if you just hit shift and direct, which is just here, you can dial in forward, backwards, random. There's a whole bunch of options there that you can choose from. The USB on the back is used for sample transfer, MIDI and firmware updates. The unit has a headphone out, individual outs, stereo output, and a clock in and clock out. Because it's an analog drum machine, there is no parameter locking or sound preset saving, but you can save the patterns. When you select a track like track 1, this is the bass drum, you can add trigs like this. But you can also step tap, which means once I put it in step tap mode, I can hit the record button and then just actually record what I want in there. And it records in quantized. You can save up to 256 patterns, and you can have up to 16 songs with 16 patterns in each song. We can change the pattern during a performance, and we can always reload back to original state if we want to. And also we have a reset button, and that'll bring us back to the first bar. We also have mute and solo buttons. A couple more features worth mentioning is the pattern select is quite simple to use. Just hit pattern and then a trig and you'll see pattern 3. The bank works in the same way. And the scale button, you can see here, you can change the divisions of how the sequencer works. And that covers most of the features on the Hex Drums.